Good gloomy afternoon. Looks like it's probably gonna storm, which, what else is new? So today I have to run to Lowe's to get some hex bolts. I don't think I showed you this, but the way that I'm like putting the sign together, I'm using hex bolts rather than like trying to screw it together. And I used 3-inch hex bolts, which they work fine. Oh, you can't even see anything. Which the 3-inch, they're working fine, but I kind of measured incorrectly. Spoiler alert, there's a super secret thing that I have to do with my sign that is gonna make it to where the 3-inch long hex bolts aren't long enough. So I gotta run to Lowe's and get some 4-inch hex bolts, if they even make 4-inch. I hope they do. Yeah, I know that probably didn't make sense, but you'll see. So I gotta do that, come back, I'll finally cut out those letters, hopefully get it all put together, and then tonight we're supposed to go out to dinner with Emily's parents. Don't know, I think that has yet to be confirmed if we're actually doing that or not, but yeah. Let's get this sign put together. Well, actually, okay, let's go to Lowe's and then let's get this sign put together. These clouds, it's been like this every single day pretty much. And honestly, it's kind of getting annoying. As I'm sure you have heard, there's the big solar eclipse happening in a couple weeks. And I want to like get out and test my camera and like see what I need to do my settings for in order to capture it, but I can't get out and test it whenever the sun, it doesn't even exist anymore. Also, this guy just cut me off. You are a jerk. There we go. Focus. This is what I need compared to the one that I originally got. Remember, kids, make sure you do your measurements properly, because size does matter. So I have a question for you guys. The question is that camera gonna last there or not? Nope. No, but my question is, how do other daily vloggers get away with recording inside of stores? The reason that I ask is because this Lowe's that I was just at a few years ago, I got like in trouble for filming in there. It was we were filming for like a behind the scenes thing that we were doing for another video because we were here getting like materials and stuff, and we started being followed around by an employee and then eventually approached by him, and like we got like seriously reprimanded for filming inside their store, and we even had to like delete all the footage. So like it was a pretty big deal. So now I never record inside Lowe's my camera died in the middle of my sentence, so great job. But yeah, so I never record inside that Lowe's ever. But then even other stores, I have like weird situations in where it seems like every time I go to pull out a camera or even my phone, there's like an employee just like right there hovering around as if they're just like waiting to tell me to stop. Even whenever we do our walkthroughs of like looking at the Halloween stuff in stores, the entire time, you might notice that those videos when we do that, I'm like whispering. And that's because it seems like every time we're being like followed by an employee, or as soon as I pull it out to start recording, somebody is like right there next to us. It's really strange. And I see all these other daily vloggers who walk through stores, or even other Halloween vloggers who you're walking through the store showing the Halloween stuff, talking at like full volume and like doing all this crazy stuff, and I just don't get it. Is it just me? Am I just being paranoid? Maybe the employees aren't watching. I don't know. But it's really weird. Alright, there we go. I got the proper size hex bolts in now, so it's actually held in place and it's not super wobbly anymore. And now it is time. It's time to cut out the letters, which is going to be a somewhat long and tedious process. So I'll record what I can and probably just turn it into a time lapse. Let's get started. Alright, well, I got the first letter, and it's a lot rougher than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back and sand all these down, which is gonna add another step to the process. Also, it kind of chipped a little bit right there. That has me a little bit worried. I hope that doesn't keep happening and mess them up. Well, one down, 16 to go. There we go. Last letter. Oh, we did it. Man. I lost track of how long that was taking, but I listened to 4.5 albums from beginning to end. So that was a good couple hours. I always say, or well, I've never really said it, but I've always thought that the best projects are the ones that you learn something from. You know what I learned from this project? I learned that I do not have the proper tools to do something like this. Normally I cut letters out of foam. This is the first time I've ever cut letters out of wood, and the reason I chose to do wood is so that it would be a little bit more sturdy and less fragile, since it's going to be like high up and everything. And yeah, just a jigsaw doesn't really cut it. I think that's why it took me so long. So I learned that in the future, if I cut out letters from wood, I need to get like a band saw or something to make it easier on myself. I'm happy with that. I think that looks pretty nice. I will need to go in and sand it. The edges are pretty rough. Again, because I was using the improper tools. And also I was a little bit bummed. A couple of them broke. Let's see. I was getting better at it there towards the end, but like the first few, like the very tips of the letters snapped off right there. Happened on the W. There was another one though that happened that was like really bad and made me really mad. I don't see it though. I guess that's good though. If I don't see it, then other people won't see it. Look at that. Move my hair and it just like rains sawdust. Whoa. So yeah, I gotta get these all sanded down. And then I can screw them on. I have to leave soon though for dinner. So I'll try and do what I can. Alright, gave them all a good sanding. You probably can't really tell a difference in the camera, but they're a lot better now. I was able to like round off the points, and also now I won't get splinters when I touch them. The next step is attaching them, which I'm so excited to do. So I do have to be pretty careful doing this because this wood is pretty thin. It's only 1/4 inch. So I need to be pretty careful. Obviously I'm gonna pre-drill the holes, but even still, I don't want it to split or anything. Alright, I laid it back down. I thought it would be easier to do it standing up, but it's not, so do it this way. Looks pretty good. There's something kind of weird about it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something off. Maybe it's just because it's all one color, so you can't like tell the difference between anything. Actually, nope, you know what? I just figured out what it is. So on Deadwood, I made it to where the letters extend over the top and the bottom. See how like it hangs up over the top, hangs down below, over the top, below. And it does that on pretty much all the letters except for O. But then on Cemetery, it looks like I positioned them a little bit higher up so they don't hang down underneath. I think that's what's kind of throwing it off. It's all hanging down right there, but then it's not right there. That's an easy fix. It's just a matter of just scooting them down a little bit. There we go. It's a subtle difference, but you may not even be able to notice it, but I can, and I like it much better now. The only thing that didn't quite work out like I planned was I was gonna put screws down in the bottom of the letters to like hold it into place here. But I'm really scared to do that because the bottom of these letters are so thin. I feel like putting a screw in it would just break it in half. And also this was supposed to extend down a little bit further and that didn't quite happen. I don't know, maybe it'll be fine like this. We'll see, I guess. One thing that'll help hold it together is, I haven't fully explained, I have a surprise step to do at the very end of all this. I have to paint it and everything first, but then I have like a super secret thing it'll blow everyone away. Yeah, all clean, not covered in sawdust anymore. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. So like I said earlier, we're going out to dinner with Emily's parents. She's already with them. I'm going to meet them at I think we're going to a Japanese steakhouse. Those are always fun. I made it. And it's funny, I was actually running late, and yet I'm the first one here. No one else is here yet. That's cool.
Which one are orbs on? Those are usually orange. Scoot back a little bit.
That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Ah, good. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Ah,
Not me.
come on. By yourself. You ready? Woo!
Whoa, not baby anymore. That is a very angry volcano. I think my eyebrows are done. that was fun. So something happened, which I didn't catch on camera, when the waiter was bringing our drinks. He may have dropped the tray and spilled water all over me, which was funny. I didn't get mad or anything. It was an accident. But it was funny. And then started making jokes like, I guess he was trying to tell me I needed a shower. And I'm still a little bit wet. I don't know if you can see, but my pants are still wet. I think that'll be okay. Just had a couple screws that were too long.
Well, that's good. Your knee's in the way, so it says Deadwood Cemetery.
It's built. It's finished.
It's pretty.
Now, I just gotta paint it. And you might be asking yourself, what's the deal with the back piece there? That's part of the super secret surprise.
It looks too good to even be painted.
Huh?
I'm just saying, it looks too good to be painted.
Actually, you might be right. Since it's called Deadwood,
Just kidding.
maybe it looks better being wood.
Actually, you know what you could do? You could, when you say Deadwood, you could paint it like, you know how like some wood's like light colored and like green looking because it's rotted?
Yeah.
You could do that, but you kind of wouldn't notice it at night, would you?
No.
Unless you got right up on there.
So today was a pretty fun and productive day, but it has gotten pretty late. It's almost 2 in the morning, and I have to get up early for work. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.